Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Swift, and we're back with some RuneScape here, some OSRS, some Old School Runescape. Now, sorry about earlier. I was running into a bit of, it was just like some severe weather. So, just on the safety side of things, as a precaution, just kind of called the stream, but we are back. And ready to get back to it here. And we're going to resume the task that we were on. And what's cool about the Slayer helmet is you can actually right click if you have it equipped, and you can just go to check, and it'll tell you what your assignment is in case you forgot, like I did. So in this example, we have Iron Dragons, but in the first part or first half of this stream, as intended, I was fighting the Steel Dragons. So you can see there that at a glance as well. Give me just 1 second. We're going to be fighting the Iron Dragons. And get ready to go. Here we go. I'm just going to work my way over here to get the Runite limbs. Once I make some inventory space for it. It's good to bring some shark, but maybe I brought a few too many, but I bring some in case I make a mistake here. Like if I forget to switch prayer, or not switch prayer, but if I forget my anti-fire use. I mean, I guess the immediate remedy would be to teleport out, which is why I bring the tab. We got 62 more of these to go. Pretty good task. I mean, like I was saying on the other stream, they do have fairly less defense than the steels, so we should hit them more often. Just, you know, naturally. But then also, we're still going to be fine from damage. Again, we are using Protect, which you see here, I stack Piety with Protect from melee. and we'll see if we get anything good from fighting these. The one time I fought the bronze ones down here, I did get dragon plate legs on my second kill, but that was ultra lucky. I would say I wouldn't expect that. That would be just if you get it, great. Like, that's awesome. It's more likely to just kind of kill probably like 1,000 of them and then you get it or something, you know. Sometimes you'll get some adamant stuff too. The steels will give you more of the rune kind of stuff. Yep. See there, like adamant axe, stuff like that. All right, let's continue. And sometimes they can be a bit stubborn to take out. So. You just got to stick with it and just take out one at a time. And be aware that some from across the part of the map will aggro to you. It's just how it goes. But I like this area because it's compact in the sense of you have a lot of these dragons that are in like a smaller space, and I feel like we got a rune medium. You don't really have to run for a mile to get to the next dragon, right? That is pretty good. We're just going to make sure we get this anti-fire going in time. And then I'm trying to get to the helmet. There we go. Okay, so we did get the helmet. All right. So that's like, what, 10K or something? 11K? That's cool. I mean, you can get the medium helms from these. So that's, I mean, it's not a bad drop. And if you bring your high alch runes, maybe that's something to suggest as well. I don't know that they're going to drop all that many rune items, but if you want to just fight them for however long, I mean, you could do that, depending on how fast you can take them out. And it would be even better if you have the elite Karamja diary done, because then the iron bars and, well, the steel, if you're fighting steels, those will be noted, which is that's one thing that I'm looking forward to one day. I mean, I guess if I could ever get 90 rune crafting, which will be maybe next year. But no, that's that would be what one reward of being able to achieve that, though. And then that way, per kill, you could just right click, and instead of them being all individually set, you would get one noted set of 5 iron bars or steel bars, respectively. Alrighty, great. Let's keep going here. For the most part, the music is going to play, but sometimes I have to click it and refresh it multiple times. Okay, there we go. Welcome, everybody. We are on an Iron Dragon task. Earlier, I was streaming, and we started out with the Steel task, so we're fighting more dragons. The next Visage drop, yeah, I'm hoping. That would be great. I'd like to get one live. The drops aren't terrible here, honestly. This was a goal of mine for a number of years, though. Just thinking back on when I started playing RuneScape. I always wanted to take these dragons on, these metal dragons. Was I going to get strong enough, get high enough combat stats where I could go toe-to-toe with them? Well, finally in 2025, looks like I've done that. We just got to start getting the drops, and then that'll be all the more to say for that. We're working on strength right now. 220,000 left to 89 strength. You can see the stats here. This one's a bit stubborn, but we should get the kill there. Okay, great. The animation's kind of funny. It's just like, merp. And it's easy to lose track of where your prayer's at here. So I just try to, every once in a while, glance over and just make sure it's at least above 40, you know. And then while I'm checking that, I also just see where I'm at with potions too. I use the anti-fires, just the regular anti-fires. But if you want to use a defender here, like a dragon defender, you could just, because you're not really using that many potions. I mean, you could, instead of the Dragonfire Shield, you could go with the Dragon Defender, but you just got to make sure you use your, I think it's the Super Extended Anti-Fire, and that'll get you 6 minutes per use. But you just got to be careful, because without it, you know, you have no Dragonfire protection. I'm just waiting till it says 3 seconds. I'm trying to account for lag when I wait. Alright, here we go. We should have enough food if we wanted to go tank for a little bit too. I am kind of curious how I would do now with 88 defense. You know what? Let's try something here. All right, we're going to tank for just a second. I want to see how I do. Is that Henry? Hey, what's going on, Henry? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So we are getting hit. Took a couple hits so far. There we go. We are just fighting some dragons here. And it was yesterday, after I had streamed, I was fighting some steel dragons for a task before I did today's streams. And I got a super rare drop called the Draconic Visage. Where it's just it's under 5 mil, but I mean that was crazy. I've actually never got one in this game, so that was really exciting. So I figured that I would try running it back on today's series and just see if I got lucky again and got one. I mean, it's 1 in 10,000, right? So I'm not actually thinking I'm gonna get another one, but I mean, it could happen. So I'm like, all right, well, for fun, let's try to go for it, you know. But it's I don't know if they've got the same drop rate as the steals do. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, for the steals, it's 1 in 10,000 chance of getting a Visage. So we're going to tank just a little more. Mostly, I was just trying to free up a little bit of inventory. I did bring a couple extra sharks. I do have enough prayer potions to take out 35 more of them. But I did want to see where we were in terms of defense against these Iron Dragons. We are using pretty much my best tank gear. So, I mean, I can still upgrade the rune gloves to Barrows once I finish a couple quests. That would give us 4 more defense bonus, which, depending on your level, I mean, the higher the level, the more of the benefit. But and also, I'm not really getting a defense bonus from my cape because it's just basically offensive for stab, and it defends stab. But these, I think the dragons attack with slash. So we are. So the fact we're still doing pretty well and getting hit, that kind of tells me we are. I mean, yeah, that was kind of an ouch right there. We're going to put protect back on. I don't want to dip below half health here, especially if I make a mistake, because they can hit you for a 50 if you don't have your anti-fire. I mean, I have the dragon fire shield, so I don't think they'd actually hit me at 50. I'm thinking of like back-to-back hits though. If they were to get back-to-back hits on me, I don't want to chance it. So I think the strat would just be to take one out, and then I can eat a shark here real quick. I'll get to 67 health, and then we'll attack the next one. It'll be a little delayed, but I mean, I know for now, like, all right, well, at least my health is. I mean, at least we're what, 75% now. The next one will be pretty much 100% health. I'll pick up this drop here that's almost 10k, and then we're just going to keep fighting these. So we're on a pretty solid run here. Just we got back-to-back dragon tasks, which is kind of cool. Let me get this curry before it despawns. I mean, I don't know if that one I don't know if this just spawned or not. Just got to keep an eye on the anti-fire there. You know, as I'm shifting stuff around, I'm looking right there at that timer, because you don't want to miss that. Okay, so we're good for another 6 minutes here. All right, we've got 29 more to go. So that could be like maybe 12, 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah, because yesterday when I was playing, I wasn't capping, but I was just on a task. I was fighting the steals, and I knew it right away when I saw that I got the Visage. I could see the orange text for the drop, and I knew, I'm like, oh man, I've never got one before. In all the years I've played RuneScape, I've never got one of those. So I was so happy that I finally. I don't know how many of these I've taken out, these dragons, but it's got to be like hundreds, and if not like, I don't know, 1,000. I don't know. You know, it was really nice to see though. One of my favorite tasks to get from a Slayer Master for sure. I mean, what's great too is we also, as a backup task, I do have the gargoyle task as well. So that's a good money maker too. I mean, it's not gonna be a 5 million hour like the other task, but that's still could be a mill right there, just depending, right? All right. But yeah, the odds of getting the dragon plate legs even with these, it's less than, I think it's like half that of the steel. So whatever those numbers are, I don't know them offhand, but it would be better to fight steels for the drop potential, but they're gonna obviously take longer to KO. It's kind of like a trade-off in that sense, which is fine because I mean that makes sense to me. You get the more difficult monster, giving you the better reward potential. Thanks for streaming today. Hey, thanks, Henry. Thanks for stopping by too. Appreciate it. You know, earlier I was actually for a little while, but then we were concerned about some severe weather, you know, but it passed us over, so I'm good now, you know. So I just thought I just thought I would try to get back to run a couple hours here and keep the Slayer going, right? And thank you for the like. Appreciate it, guys. These Iron Dragons really aren't that bad for drops. They're okay. They're okay. You know, you're still going to get some rune items. You will get dragon bones. Not bad. And depending on what you pick up, there are items that stack too. So, for what it's worth, they're a solid enemy to fight if you want to get decent drops. We might be able to finish this task in 5 minutes. Or no, actually no. We're fine because it'll be 2 minutes plus the 5. So yeah, 7 minutes. I think we are able to finish this one in 7 minutes. We'll just pick up some drops as we get them. I figure I may as well when I'm like right over the drop area anyway. I'm just like I said, I'm just keeping an eye on my prayer, making sure that's good. It would be nice if we got dragon plate legs, but I mean, it doesn't have to be. I always just have that hope when I fight these that at least there's the potential to get them. We got some bronze ones over there too. That's kind of fun. That's actually where I would fight the bronze ones too. If you get a task for the bronze dragons, you could just go. Wow, they're still in Brimhaven, but I mean, you don't have to fight them at the entrance. I mean, you can. I mean, I was fighting them there, so either or, I would say. I like this area for just the fact that the dragons are a lot closer together on the spawn. So you don't have to run 10 miles to flag one down and click it. That, to me, that it's a little bit faster training. It's just overall better for just getting these tasks done a little quicker. It's not a major deal. It does help. And then we are just going to use one more potion here, just one more dose, and then we'll be good for the duration of the anti-fire, I believe. It'll be pretty close, but if we take out 2 per minute, we should be fine. Some of them are, well, actually, we're going to need to use one more. I mean, but it's fine. It's fine. What I've learned over the years is I would rather use the extra anti-fire and just, yeah, it might seem like we're wasting a dose, but the reality is, with the set that you've got, just imagine like the amount of time it would take to replace it is well worth, you know, if you have to use an extra potion, you know? So I'm okay with it. It is too bad that these adamantite bars don't stack. I mean, I get why they don't, but I can pick them up. It's kind of cool getting them as a drop from a dragon. We just got 5 more to go. We've got 5 more dragons to go, and we've got 5 in the chat. So that's perfect. Hey, the numbers line up. 5 and 5. And then once I get to 130, we're going to get 10 more. Well, actually, no, it'll be more bonus points. We'll see. It'll be the 10th task. Well, in a row. We're not too far away from getting a 50 max hit on these two. Just gotta get a bit more strength, and we're gonna start doing that. But that's also would be more of realized if I got the Barrow's gloves, which I'm gonna be working on. You know, right now we're running with the rune gloves, which are, I mean, it's been pretty good using these. I mean, definitely just a slight upgrade over the adamants. I mean, I was running the adamants for a while. I mean, some of you know. So I will take a +1, +4, whatever it is, just any upgrade that can get us faster XP training rates. We're not doing too bad considering we're not using a defender. We're just, using the shield. Okay, great. So we are done with that task for the Iron Dragons. Cool. And again, that task was split between the streams, just because, like I said, I had to go earlier, but we just finished that task up, and that was cool because we got 13,000 Slayer XP, and we got a fair amount of Strength XP from that too. So 189,000 or so left to go for 89 strength. Wow. All right, let's continue here. We're going to get a task. And then when I go here, I just make sure that, I know I recently did a farm run, so it's fine. But I think you just check and just make sure you don't have, like, you if I had to pivot, I would just do a quick farm run, but we're good for a couple hours. So it's always good to just see where you're at in case maybe a day goes by and this is the first task of the day. Maybe you have a farm run that's kind of waiting and you can just kind of get your task here and then you can go ahead and do the farm run and then do the task or what have you. So we've got 150 of the fire giants to take out. So what I want to do is I want to see. Okay, so we've got 107 reward points. And that's sad because, well, when you finish a task, you get 12, okay? So we're going to be one away from Gargoyle Smasher, which automatically smashes gargoyles when they're critical health. And guess what? I have the gargoyle task in reserve. So I'm waiting to get the 120 reward points. So I'll be 1 point away. That's kind of like that's unlucky. I mean, I had to block like 10 tasks, or I don't know, whatever crazy amount it was. So I mean, we're going to deposit some of this loot, and we're gonna go, and the fire giants are right in the cave there. I mean, there are other areas you can fight them too, but let's get some gear here, or get some potions here. Let me put some of this stuff away, and then we are going to resume the Slayer here. It's been a pretty fun series. Originally, when I started out with Slayer, it was just more like, okay, well, I don't want a skill to be a level 17 forever. I want to train it. And then I figured, well, this is actually pretty useful because I'm training my combat skills too. So they kind of go hand in hand. If you just get your task and then kind of just stick with it, you can get to uh, like you can get to a point where it might feel like you've plateaued on your Slayer for a while, but you are making progress. So don't, just stick with it. That'd be what I would say. That's kind of how I'm trying to just navigate it. Is I know I've been at this, it seems like, for a while, but you just stick with it, and sooner or later you just, whether it be your goals to get to level 75 like it was for me, because I wanted to fight the gargoyles. I haven't had that task since RS3, so that was kind of nice to see after all the it was all this training kind of paid off, and then I mean you can get granite malls from fighting them. So let's go ahead and we're gonna it's gonna be a chill task. We're gonna fight some fire giants. What you can do is, again, right by Neve there, you can go southwest and you'll probably see a cannon, some point, but you can go here and pick any of these areas, right? You can set up and kind of just battle these giants. They're right by the hellhounds, so once you see the hellhounds, you just got to go a little further in, and then you'll be able to fight these. We've got to take out 150 of them, and with this strategy, all I'm doing is I run piety. If you've got piety, I mean chivalry piety, right? You can activate that along with protect from melee, and well, they're not going to hit you, but you should be pretty much, depending on your attack level, hitting them most of the time, and then that does lead to some fairly quick task completions. But if you have a cannon, like that player does, I do too, but if you don't mind that it's a single combat area, then you can just bring the cannon and kind of set up shop, put it like in the middle, and you should be good to go. Just gotta reload it every now and again, and then that will be kind of the way to do that task. And then after this task, I mean, we'll have one more to go until we get to 130. That's like the milestone. I kind of take them every 10 tasks, right? So once we get to 130, we're gonna have a bit more leeway with the Slayer points we have to work with, to where I can get some more of these unlocks and such that I've been meaning to for a little while. That now that I've got the store task out of the way, I can focus on some of these other to-dos, such as going for the crafting your own Slayer rings, but mainly going for the automatic KO on the gargoyles, and then extending the gargoyle task. That right now is my one of my short-term goals with Slayer. As far as the points go, I would like to get to 85 Slayer for being able to fight the Abyssal Demons. And then that way, if I get the task, I'll be able to try for getting some Abyssal Whips, which I believe in RS3, maybe I got one, but it was many years ago. So I can't fully remember that. I just know that at least I fought the gargoyles and most likely got the granite maul, or definitely a lot of rune stuff. I remember that too. The giants will give you all right loot. Sometimes you'd be surprised they will give you some rune stuff, like rune scimitars. They'll give you, like you see here, some ranars. It's not bad. So if you're fighting the fire giants, they're really not bad. Further combat level 86. The drops are okay. So you'll get some runes if you want to stock up. Say you'll get some blood runes and chaos runes. The thing I like about those is that they stack. So if you just have one free spot, then you can pick between which rune you want to keep. Most likely, in this case, it would be the blood runes, right? This is one of those tasks that you could block if you want to, but to me, it's kind of in the middle of, yeah, you could really do it. I guess we could kind of see based on what level this player is. Okay, so level 124, they're pretty well established. I mean, they haven't blocked fire giants, right? So I guess it's not going to hurt. It I would do it. I'm more excited about other tasks like steel dragons and stuff like that. You know, there's nothing wrong with it though. One thing I forgot to switch out the the shield for the defender. I just realized that now. We're not gonna miss that many. I mean, well, we are missing some hits. I think we're still gonna get the majority of the hits where if it's ridiculous and I'm not hitting them, then yeah, I'll go get it. I did forget my defender though. It's kind of funny. Just make sure to remember to bring your defender. I mean, yeah, if if you're using protect and whatnot, because they're not going to hit you. All right. We got a loop half of the key. Pretty decent drop. I found that when fighting these giants, you kind of get one every task. So it seems. Whether it be the tooth half or the loop half, right? Not too bad. And then I've had times where I'll get like 3 or 4 like rune scimitars in a row just randomly. It's kind of funny. So as far as drops go, pretty much you don't get anything from the Hellhounds. You just get what, Vile Ashes. The only use for that is if you have the Ash Sanctifier. But ideally you would have done the Elite Diary for that, and then you get the full XP when you take them out. Whereas with the Giants, you can get some decent stuff. I got a Champion Scroll, which is like a 1 in 5,000 chance. I have never got one of those before. Just like with the Visage, I mean, that's a little bit more common, I believe. I think it's 2 times as likely. I guess that's how you say it. Yeah, the Champion Scroll, where you fight like, I don't know, it's like a larger giant enemy. But that's in the Champions Guild, I think. But anyways, like that's the rarest drop I've gotten from these, but it's more about getting like XP though for completing it. You would get what? It's a multiple of 10 times the HP. So it's the, I don't know, it's a couple thousand Slayer XP. But what I've kind of if I get around to it, then cool, you know. But I just, while I'm on task, I figure I'm gonna get anywhere from 12 to 26K. So when I get a couple thousand from doing something, that's cool. I kind of feel it's a little underwhelming though. Anyways, we are just wrapping up a task here against some fire giants. Earlier for this stream, the first task was we were fighting some iron dragons. And then when I started today, we did fight some steel dragons. So it was nice because I got back-to-back dragon tasks. I mean, that's fine with me. I figure because I've already been to Brimhaven and I was already there. If I have to go back, you know, I could do it once, right? So right now, I am holding on to a gargoyle task in reserve with the storage reward. I'm trying to build up enough points to where I can get the next unlock, which would be the gargoyle smasher. And then that way, I'll be able to, when they're critical health, like when they're like a sliver of health, I'll be able to, it'll just automatically finish them off. So that will help for a couple of reasons, but a little less manual maintenance, like just a bit more AFK kind of. Like, I guess we'll find out. But if you can believe it or not, once I'm done with this task, I'll be 1 Slayer point away from getting that unlock, which is a bit unlucky, but we'll see. If the next task is brief, then we'll get it, and then I'll be able to fight the gargoyles, which will be a first for the stream, and you can see how that goes. And hopefully I can get a granite maul because, well, that would be again another first for me because, well, I have yet to fight gargoyles here on OSRS. I did fight them a fair bit on RS3. I got used to the Slayer Tower. It's a little different from what I remember in that game. Just got about 81 more of these to go. Like I said before, you can bring a cannon with you. Just place it in the middle, kind of where I'm clicking. And you can just set it there. And depending on the line of sight of the cannon, you can also hit these lanes too. You can get it to where it'll sometimes hit the giants in the respective side too. If you want to get some extra XP in between targets, sometimes it seems like that'll happen. Again, the frequency might vary, but that could be an option for you as well. Me, the reason why I don't bring a cannon to these kind of ones, I know it would speed things up, I do understand that. The reason why I don't is just because it's single combat, so I kind of feel like it's not helping me all that much. I mean, it still is, but it's not like in a multi-combat, it's very noticeable, like how much faster these tasks are gonna go. For example, when you're fighting the Cal fights, those tasks with a cannon, especially in the one Cal fight layer, I believe it is. If we get the task, I'll show you. But those tasks go really quick. You basically go from taking out 5 or 6 per minute to like doubling it because of the cannon. Because the cannon will basically hit 5 or so well, I think it's 5 up to 6 targets in rotation as it's going around clockwise. It would be interesting too because I would get a pretty quick range level if we got a Cal fight task as well. Because pretty soon here, I would like to start getting to fight the God Wars dungeon bosses. Maybe starting out with the Bandos General. But I know that I need to work out, say, ranged and magic. In lieu of that, I'm just trying to do the next best thing, which would be to work on Slayer. Just, again, trying to just level up any skill that's, you know, I think is important or could be a good moneymaker skill. Slayer is definitely a top consideration for that. I was also going to save up for getting the boss, like when you fight bosses for Slayer tasks. I want to get that as well. All right, and then back to the chat. Let me just catch up on the chat, everybody. Good to see all of you today. Okay, good question, good question. Hey, what's up there? What's up, Stain? Do you ever do Royal Titans for Fire Giant tasks? Hey, that's a good question. You know what? Okay, yeah, so I guess the Royal Titans, those would count as a substitute or like an alternate for Fire Giants, right? I have not actually fought the Royal Titans yet. That is a good call, though. Yeah, you could do that, though. Instead of the Fire Giants, yeah. You would just have to, yeah, just figure you'll be taking them out a lot. Let me, I got a scimitar here. Let me dig it out. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I know I keep saying that I'm going to up the value threshold on the thing here. I keep forgetting. Yeah, that's a good call. There's I'm still, like, believe it or not, I've been playing. I've been playing for about 2 months. Like, this is like my second month back on the game after many years of not playing old school. Old school got me. I mean, this was one of my like before the archive version. Like, I played when, before RS3. I played really early into the game, and bossing is just something that for now, like, I do want to get to that point where I'm doing raids or where I'm doing like the bosses, like I'm fighting the bosses. I think my melee combat's there, but again, my ranged is low. Magic is serviceable, but when I see on the high scores, I'm at like 1.8 million people. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Magic is just that much of a trained skill because you can AFK at the GE, but the methods I've tried are like 60k XP an hour. I guess if you do like the lunar spells or whatever, some of them are really better for the XP rate. I just got to do that. But yeah, no, that's the plan. I do want to get to fight some bosses as alternates for uh, some of these tasks. It just depends if I'm able to fight them, because some of them, when they attack, they do specials that I get motion sick or this or that, and I don't know if I can really fight them. I don't want it to be like a disappointment. But ultimately, I would be excited to try it if I'm able to do it. So in this case, yeah, any substitute monster you can fight, um, where it doesn't seem as much of a grind. It's more of like a challenge that you're not going to finish the task as fast, but the upside in the reward potential and the fact that you can still fight the boss with the buff from the Slayer helmet because you're on a boss task, essentially, right? I mean, because you're on task. That would be pretty powerful in and of itself, especially if you've got piety to stack with that too. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. We don't have that many to go, actually. I was just curious. It's my favorite boss, and welcome back to OSRS. Hey, thanks so much. Glad to be back. You know, yeah, the community's been pretty great. I'm just trying to, I guess, I'm just trying to make a name for myself with the streaming. Uh, I'm not a household name, but it's been a game that I've liked to play over the years that I wanted to just give back to the community. Um, if I had a minute to kind of sum up what I'd be about as a player, as like a content creator, I'm all about melee combat. I like Slayer now that I'm used to it. I want to take on the bosses. I want to go against the best of the best for PVM in the game. The only caveat is based on health stuff, which is a side issue. I'm just letting you know. There's certain battles I don't know that if I'll be able to do, but I did hear with RuneLight that there are plugins or there are settings where you can turn off some things that are a bit flashy on the graphics or animation side. So that does give me a little bit of hope that I will be able to partake in, say, the Fortis Coliseum. because I do want to take on Soul Heredit one day. But I see that he does that like lightning attack or whatever. I'm just telling you, like, I wouldn't be able to fight him. I could get all that way to actually make it to wave 12, let's just say, theoretically. But I wouldn't be able to even look at his attack because it would, like, bug me. Not bother me from, like, oh man, that attack is like, annoying to me. It's, no, I wouldn't be able to, like, look at it. So I wouldn't be able to fight. But we're just trying to work up to that, and that's kind of, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm about, though. Just trying to showcase some of these tasks. It may not be always like the glamorous, like it might be just somewhat of a grind sometimes, but this is kind of what a player may expect to see, um, assuming they don't bring a cannon and they're just trying to train with melee. Now, I do always suggest for multi-combat, you can bring a cannon with you, and probably 1 to 2k cannonballs, depending on how long the task is, like how many you have to take out. Gotta tackle some Scurious and Jad before leaping into the deep end. Hey, what's going on, KOA? You know what? That's a good suggestion. Thank you. Oh, and this is kind of going like I was telling you guys. When I get rune scimitars from these giants, it seems like I get them in like bunches. I'll go, no joke, I'll go like 2/3 of the task, and I won't get a single scimitar, and then I'll get like 3 like back to back to back. It's kind of funny. Yeah, so it's interesting because I'll tell you, back in my day, no, honestly, no, this is kind of back in my day, but no, the one time in 20 years I played RuneScape, all right? The one time I got Jad under half health, okay? But I messed up my prayer switch, and he killed me. He like one hit me or whatever. I was a bit tricked because of the animation from range to mage. I thought it was one and it was the other, and it got me. Since that defeat, that's the one time in any game, in any video game, whether it be RPG, MMORPG, any game, that's the one fight I have not tried because that defeat kind of did it for me. Because I'm like, well, I made it through all these waves, and then I get one hit by the guy just because the animation's so similar to the other. I mean, it just seemed to me to be a bit trickier than it should be, but I don't know. He's level what, 702? Of course there should be difficulty. So I need to do practice with prayer switching. That, I guess that would be the today's mindset of, I just got to get used to quick prayers. Certain things when I played, they weren't an option. They weren't available. At least I don't remember them. You just got to get used to it, right? So no, that's a good suggestion. I would like to try fighting the Tazar, like doing that again. Maybe for a stream I will try it. I think that'd be cool. I just would have to practice maybe a bit too. We are pretty well into this task. We only have 28 more to go. Not too many more to go here. But that was, yeah, it was pretty cool, guys. Again, good stuff there. We're just 2 tasks away from getting the bonus points for getting, every 10 tasks in a row. And then I'm going to be looking to see what kind of unlocks I can get that make sense. So yeah, in the short term, what I'm trying to go for is to get 89 strength. As you can see here, we're just under 134k XP left to go for that. So in like an hour and 20 minutes, I would say I'm in line to get 89 strength. And I think we're going to stick with strength until 90, guys, because I do want to get to 90. And I kind of I try to balance them out from there. Road to Fire Cape series incoming? You know, yeah, maybe. I mean, that might be. I mean, one thing with me and like when I'll play a game, I'll get good at a game, but I don't always beat games. Like I don't always finish games. And I don't want to leave like a stone unturned with some of these like higher like the bosses like that. Because if you see like it would be nice to have the fire cape, right? I mean, I'm running with the Ardoon cloak too. It's doing an admirable job, but really I would like to get the extra strength boost out of that, right? And I wouldn't necessarily mind that the prayer would be a bit down because we can get the prayer back in other ways. It would just take some time. Like you can even get a +1 from the ammo slot if you just do an elite diary for, you know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, we can get some of that back. But once you get strength, I mean, it's you're just going to be doing higher hits more consistently, and it ends up leading towards better XP rates. So yeah, it would be the fire cape, and it would also be, you might see here that I don't have the Barrow's gloves, and I know I say it. Yes, I should do Monkey Madness, but I'll have the guide up, I'll have the wiki up, and I'll get to doing something else, and I just, for whatever reason, I don't finish Monkey Madness. I've been at that for weeks now. I just need to do it. I'm kind of quested out. I mean, I've got quests done. Maybe I did too many of the novice ones to where I'm like, you know. I mean, we're kind of halfway done. I just need to go a bit further and check off some of these other ones. And then I can, at the minimum, I can get dragon gloves. But yeah, typically when I train, I run with piety and I run with protect. Again, it's not that I'm like afraid to get hit by these giants. It's more of just I'm just kind of training a roar for like when I'm fighting bosses. It's just not going to be as easy, and I'm just getting that timing down and the fundamentals down. Part of the reason why I got 88 defense was to tank a bit more to where until I was going to get, say, like the Bandos chest piece, which I could do, I could start dealing a little bit more damage. So I'm just trying to check off some to-dos, finish some tasks, and have some fun with it. We just have 10 more to go. Wrapping up this task. Again, I don't know, I kind of put these fire giants in like somewhere in the middle to lower tier. They're really not bad to fight. You can get some decent loot, as you can see here. You're not going to get like a mil per hour, but I mean, some of this stuff's kind of fun to get. Rune scimitars, stuff like that. Sometimes you'll get herbs like ranars, like you see here. See, I don't mind fighting them for drops because they're decent enough. You can get you can get solid drops. Comparing them to the Hellhounds, I mean, I'd rather get 100k than 0k. So I guess you can, for perspective, I mean, that'd be kind of how I view it. As far as difficulty goes, they're about the same, right? So I would rather fight the monster that gives me the drop. If it comes down to blocking one or the other, until you can fight Cerberus, and you want to fight Cerberus as an alternate to the Hellhounds, you know. Kind of wild. I've been here for a lot longer than 10 minutes and they're still aggro to me. It's kind of nice when that works out. Typically, you gotta like run so far away and get the aggro again. Or you have to use like a goading potion or something. I may as well just stay right here. We've got 2 left to go. It's not going to take long to finish these kills at all. I may not need to use more prayer. I guess we'll see. It'll be close. Sometimes they really are tanky. So we'll see. I think we'll do it. Hey, we did it. Nice. Hey, and I got 3,000. I got 3,000 coins for the last one. That's kind of cool. All right. Now we can get to the Slayer Master and kind of continue on here and see what we get for the 130th task. All right, ready? Okay, we get to take out 14 black dragons. All right. Okay. We can do that, chat, right? Right, guys? We can do that. Let me just bank some of this stuff real quick here, you know. All right. It'll just take me a second, and then we will resume here. All right. And then I do need to actually, yeah, we're good because I got my dragon fire anyway, so we should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Taverley. I'm just gonna go to Taverley real quick. It won't even be that long. We're just gonna go to Taverley. Not that serious, just because we're gonna fight the baby ones. You know. I'm just gonna get the task finished quickly, and then we're gonna come back and I might switch to gargoyles at that point, but we'll see what we get. I just need I don't even need the dusty key because we're gonna go up the one other path, right? So I just need a teleport tab for each place. Yeah, yeah, we should be good. I mean, we only have to take out 14 of them anyway. I mean, that'll be like 5 minutes. That'll be like 5 minutes, chat. So we're going to just wrap up this task real quick. With some tasks, honestly, it's kind of good to just live to fight another day. So if you want to fight the black dragons, like you can go to the evil chicken lair. I mean, I don't have a raw chicken on me. I mean, I can go get one, but for me, one other area that I know of offhand would be in Taverley Dungeon. So we're going to go here to Falador, and I'll just show you. Like you could go. So from if you go west here from where you teleport in to the town center, you can go west here. Well, southwest, I guess technically, like from the bank, you know, southwest. We're going to just briefly run to the dungeon, which is northwest of where we just came from. It's just right here by the exclam on the minimap. You just climb down, and then we are going to just go straight ahead from the ladder. And honestly, it's not even that far. It's literally right here if you go left up these steps. They're like rocky steps, I guess. And you just go across this bridge, and you've got the baby dragons right here, and they will count them towards your Slayer task, right? So 14 dragons. It didn't seem like that many anyway, so I may as well just wrap up the task quickly. That's kind of how I view it. And then we're going to get the milestone streak. Like, we're going to get the 130. And then no sandwiches. If that was the genie, I would have been like, oh, yes, please, I'll have an XP lamp, sure. Yeah, if I get XP lamps, it's going to be agility or Slayer. That's kind of my go-to right now. Any quest XP lamp I get is agility 100%. Well, 95%. Sometimes I will use them on runecraft depending. You know, but agility. So yeah, I mean, just a quick task, nothing special. You can, you can pick up the baby dragon bones if you want to. But just for time's sake, I kind of just want to get them. I want to fast track this task because I do want to get to see what the next one's going to be, if that's going to be a good one or not. Because I do have gargoyles in reserve with the storage task. So I've been saving that one for when I had enough Slayer points to get the unlocks for it. And again, you don't really need protect from melee here. I've got food anyway. Even if they were gonna get hits on me, you know, I wouldn't worry about them. This was more just like habit. I'd rather have food with me and not need it than not bring food and need it, you know. Just got 4 more kills left, and then really not gonna take but just another minute or two here. And then we'll just fast track back to the Slayer Master and get to the next task, which, based on what they've been giving me lately, will probably be. I mean, it could be dragons. It could be like a steel dragon. It could be hellhounds, probably. If that's the case, if it's steel dragons, then I would do that task, and that'd be fun. If it's hellhounds, then I'm going to swap to gargoyles, and we're going to go fight those. Once we get the kill here, we're going to tab out. And that was perfect timing because I ran out of prayer anyway. Not that I was overly concerned or anything like that. But... all right, so now we got the... okay, yeah, we got 60 points for that. There we go, right? Nice. So now we got, what, 60 points? We have a total of 179. And yeah, the Slayer XP wasn't that great, like I was saying. But what it led to was it led to getting a bonus amount of points. And now we can roll and try to get a better task. Oh, what? Hey, chat. That's so funny. Hey, check it out. So, okay, so you can get the same like creature type. You see this? You can fight them back to back. That's awesome. Oh, wow. So guess what we're going to do? Now we're going to unlock Gargoyle Smasher. What do you know? Hey, it's nice when it works out like that. Sweet. we will automatically smash them now. Oh, great. But, where's... Hold on. So I need the, was it the rock throne hammer? Is that what it is? I think I already have one in the bank. I guess I'll buy one just to make sure I have one. I thought I had one in the bank though. Abyssals. I'm working towards them. Definitely trying to get to level 85. I will stop at the GE though. I do need to get some. I'm running out of supplies, guys. I need to get some more prayer potions. I try to buy them in bulk, but man, they go quick the way I use them. Crazy, crazy how quickly they go. All right, so meh. I mean, we'll get our prayer back here, and then we're gonna fight some gargoyles, and this is gonna be the first time with this character that I fought some. I mean, I fought them before, like I was saying, on RS3. But let's go ahead and head to the GE, stock up there. I'll sell all the other stuff later. I won't bore you with all the transactions. But just know if you fight fire giants, you can get some loot. Some of it's actually decent, like rune stuff. Really not bad. So we're gonna go to the GE. Let's just take a quick look here at my trades. In between tasks, I try to make money because I just try to maximize any time that the market's going to be trying to work for me, but nothing's really happening today, so it's not much really to say. Okay, so yeah, prayer potions. We're just gonna get. I use like 20 an hour, if you can believe that. So that's 6 hours worth. Yeah, it's a mill. So we're gonna get those, and I'm gonna see if I have anything else I might need real quick. I've got 10 hours worth of divines plus these miscellaneous ones I need to combine. So we're good on divines, no problem there. Prayer's good for like 6 hours now. So what we're gonna do, we are gonna head to, what is that, the Slayer Tower? I just need to see. Oh, no, I gotta actually buy one. I thought I had it. I'm gonna go back and buy the rock hammer, and then we're going to use the fairy ring to go to Canifis, if I can remember where my Draman staff is. Oh, here we go. Okay. Just gonna get everything kind of ready here, and then we're going to head on out. What I like about using the spirit tree system is you can go to and from pretty nicely. If you maybe forget something, you can just kind of go back and, well, it takes the time to go back, but at least it's like a quick pivot. It doesn't take too long, you know. We're going to be saving up for the Slayer ring unlock soon, anyways. I think, is it the Rock Throne Hammer that you need to to, or is it the Rock Hammer? I think the throne hammer is, you can do either one, right? I remember. I think it's the Rock Hammer because let's see. I don't know if it tells you anywhere. I don't think it does. Yeah, and I don't quite have the 100 points to extend the task. It's after the fact, so we wouldn't be able to do that anyways. All right, don't mind me. I just had a moment there. I was trying to remember if you needed the, because you could. I think you can use either one, right? As long as it's the rock one. so we're gonna just get ready to go here. Again, I don't think I'm gonna need food, but I always bring some just in case. And then let's get ready to go. We're gonna use the fairy rings to go to Canifis. And then we're gonna go from Canifis, well, like that area, not directly Canifis. It's gonna be west of Canifis. But we're gonna go to the Slayer Tower this way. And then we are going to fight some gargoyles, everybody. This will be the first time. So, and if I missed bringing something, well, we've got a Slayer Master that's in Canifis. I could just buy from anyway. So you can go with that, no problem. Okay, so we're gonna go to. If you haven't been there yet, you can go to CKS, and that'll take you to Canifis. That's if you have your Drahman staff, and that's a lot faster than the way I went for years. Just going the Priest of Peril way, going this Varrock to Canifis route for like years. Oh, and I minded it. I wasn't sure of another faster way. I think these are on the 3rd floor, right? So we're gonna go and check it out. I keep forgetting to bring my defender, but I'm not gonna go back. We made it this far. We're gonna go up to the top of the tower, or at least the 3rd floor, and we are going to finally fight some gargoyles. Kind of excited. So when I was going here for tasks, I would fight the Bloodvelds and I would fight the Aberrant Specters. But now that I know both of those creatures are in the one dungeon that's right by Neve, I just go there instead. But you can fight them here too. Still kind of fun. All right, so let's go ahead. And I haven't been to the 3rd floor. I gotta figure out where the staircase is. I think we go around again. So yeah, we're gonna be walking because I don't have a restore potion or no stamina potion. But anyways, yeah, you can fight the Aberrant Specters. You've got mages, which I haven't actually fought any of these mages yet. Not that they're, I don't know, not overly strong, but I mean, just probably protect from magic. You got the Bloodvelds, which are actually one of my favorite tasks, believe it or not. They're really good for getting XP for your combat stats. They're like really good. So that's mainly why I fight them. Okay, so we might have to put protect on here or no, or not climb down, not climb down. Where is it? It'll probably take me a second. Climb up staircase. Here we go. Sorry. Okay. I had a moment. Well, I haven't actually been to the 3rd floor yet. All right. Oh, here we go. There they are. Let me just take a second because I haven't actually been up. Huh. Okay. Very cool. Let's do this. Hard to tell which one was hitting me there. And there are some people here. You could say that there are a couple players here. Hey, we completed a medium combat task. A smashing time. Wonderful. Hey. Ooh, 15 steel bars. What? Hey now. That will get my attention. Okay. All right. Cool. That's cool. Huh. All right. Not a bad start. Coins 10K. What? Okay, this is pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. We're gonna get the 10K. I'm just waiting for the last dose here. So they give noted 4 drops. That's cool. Okay. And this is legit, guys. Fighting these gargoyles. I got 10,000 coins. Hoping to see a granite mall drop. Hey, that would make 2 of us. That would be so awesome. And you know what? Because of the way that store task works, I actually could fight these back to back. I'm trying to think though if it will actually set it to be my active. We'll have to see about that. I don't know. That would be great because then it would be like 300 of them in a row. I mean, I'm already here, so it's like okay. You know, they don't have to tell me twice. That would be great. All right, so we've got some noted steel bars. We've got 10K cash. We got a rune full helm. You know, I do remember now because Kazaa had mentioned, yeah, you should bring your high alch runes. I forgot. I forgot about that. Oh well. Oh well. For now I'll just eat a shark and pick it up. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna deal any damage to me, so we don't need sharks. You know? We're just kind of smashing them right now. It's pretty fun. Actually, pretty fun. Yeah, you can see this guy is high alching too. I mean, you can pick up the fire runes. I don't know if they drop nature runes though. That would be the only bummer. Is like, yeah, we can get fire runes, but I don't know. I don't think they drop natures. That would be a bit too convenient. I mean, that'd be great, but I doubt it, right? But then again, I haven't fought them on here, so I don't know. Oh, but you don't have any health. Hey, that gargoyle didn't have any health, and it was still like, oh, I'm gonna get you. And I don't think that's supposed to happen, right? It's kind of out of its spawn area. But yeah, I am hoping for a granite mall. That would be pretty cool. There we go. Another full helm to add. There we go. And we've got 108 more to go, plus the 170 that I got on standby for the other task. So we've got like 270 more to go. So the odds of getting a granite mall are still fairly good. We've got 108k XP until 89 strength. I'll just put up the XP just to see how much Slayer do we get from those. 107? Okay, 107. That seems kind of light, though. Oh well. I do like the fact that when they're at critical that they get KO too. But I guess it's not always absolute. It's kind of throwing me off when they... It looks like they're finished and they still hit me, or they're attacking me. Just 100 more to go. That's so strange. That was so weird. You could see I clicked it, but I don't know what that was. This guy is like bobbing and weaving. Ooh, Mithril Bar, 13k? Oh, alright, cool. Anything that stacks, I'm all for that. Why? I gotta get used to that, the timing of it. They don't have any health and they're still attacking me. I guess we are going towards a black hole, you see? Oh, there it goes. Hey, it rendered. That's throwing me off. Throwing me off. Oh, I'm glad I came back for it, though. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. We are fighting some gargoyles here in the Slayer Tower. And this is the first time I've been on this task. We got another 10k coin drop, which is very interesting to me. So now we've got that twice. So now we're at 20k cash for the valuable peer drops. Pretty cool. And all we need now is a granite mole, or as many as they want to give me. I wouldn't mind a couple, you know. I'm not going to be greedy though. I would take one. So for next time, I just got to remember I need to bring the high alch runes. So we need to bring fire and nature. Well, I guess you would just bring nature and then just wait till you get fire, because these are gonna supply you with fire ones anyway. So I guess you wouldn't have to worry about bringing the fire one. But if you brought fire ones, then you would just stack them with these ones anyway. I mean, you could if you wanted. They are good for getting adamant boots, I will say. I think that's the third time I've seen that now. So I guess I'm trying to think for like an Iron Man, because I know some have said that boots are difficult to get. Well, I guess if you fight the gargoyles after enough time, you can get the adamant ones. Oh man, some more mithril bars. Sweet. A brittle key? I think I'm going to pick that up. A brittle key. I get the feeling that that's needed for something. We got a rune two-hander. Nice. So we've got like 100, like 120 or so K. I'm just trying to think offhand. And we've been fighting these for about what, 17 minutes. So 100k, or actually no more than that, like 150k in 17 minutes. And I could have more because we've actually got a fair amount of death runes, I've noticed too. So that could be maybe this inventory slot would be another 10k in value too. But I'm trying to get the big stuff like the granite mall, so we'll see. Again, after this task, we do have gargoyles one more time. Because that's the cool thing about getting the storage task uh, reward is, I guess, yeah, because it's a different amount, you can actually roll the same creature again. And you can get them back to back. I didn't know that. I'm glad that I'm glad I tried it though. So I go from not getting gargoyles at all for like 2 months, and then I get back to back gargoyles basically. I'll take it, you know. I actually, for a second there, I was like, oh, maybe I got them all that time. It was only a rune full helm. Oh darn. But yeah, you see, that's what a couple of these players are doing. They have their high alch runes with them. That's what I needed to do. That's what I needed to do, chat, but I. Alright, I may as well pick up this gold while I'm over here. You know? Sure. Okay. Brittle Key is used to permanently unlock top floor of Slayer Tower where Gargoyle Boss resides. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Very good. Hey, thanks for looking that up for me. I do appreciate it. Alright, so yeah, Brittle Key. Yup. Nice. Okay. So the next time we go to the bank, we're gonna have to remember, bring the defender and bring the high elk runes. Just kind of getting unlucky on my hits right now. There we go. It would be something if it was like the tankier ones gave you like better loot or something. Some of them just take a while to get the KO. I keep thinking I finished the enemy off, and I didn't. Let's see how well we keep up with the level 120. Not bad, right? Trying to get a granite maul. If we get one, great. You know? It's like anything. Like, you hope you get one. That'd be great to get one. We do have another gargoyle task after this one, so... Still plenty of opportunity. And with the rate that we are getting these noted bars, that's actually kind of... That's fun. That's fun. And now we've got the brittle key, so we can at least put that in the bank or have that for later, whatever we decide to do, you know. Oh, hey, we got another 10 coin stack. There we go. There we go, chat. So we've got 30K, well, 30K 3 different times, 10K 3 different times for the valuable drop. And then I've just been picking up stray coins, you know. It's really not bad fighting these, honestly. Because even if you don't get the granite maul, which is more than likely, you still get some rune items and stuff like that. And I like that you get these like stackable like bars too. And then obviously you have runes as well. Thanks for a like, I appreciate it. Welcome everybody. We are fighting some gargoyles. And we just got some runite ore. Okay. All right. These gargoyles are fairly generous today, so maybe we will get lucky and get a granite maul. You know, who knows? Still got plenty of time, and we still have a fair amount of gargoyles on this task. And then I have like 170 something on another task. So really, we've got like 200 left to go. I just don't know if it's going to cycle, because I think technically you got to go back to the Slayer Master. But I guess we will find out. And I will, if we have to go back, then I'll just remember to bring my defender, because I just forgot it. That's all. Bring my defender, switch it out for the shield, and then we're going to bring the fire and nature runes, and then we could hide out all this stuff kind of like live, and then that would be just, instead of them taking up inventory, they would just be a cash stack. So all this rune stuff would just be cash, you know? Which I don't mind. It's not like we're going to have to high out 100 things. Maybe like 10 or so, you know? That's not bad. I keep thinking, oh, the next kill I'll get them all, you know? If I just get one more kill, we'll get them all. go. All right. I mean, you could alch the adamant stuff too. It won't. I mean, it won't be as much, but you. I mean, you still could if you wanted to. You know. Oh, we got 30 more to go. Well, 34 more to go. This is a great task. The only thing is how frequently they flap their wings kind of makes me a bit motion sick. That's the only thing about this task I don't like. But this is like an S tier task otherwise. You could AFK probably the first 10 minutes as long as you draw their aggro. Or if you just had a goading potion, I would imagine you could do that too. So I try to not let that stuff bother me. What I want to do is I want to finish the task. We'll see if we can get the mall, but if we don't, I mean, we've still got a fair amount of rune stuff though too. Plus, not to mention the oh wow. I was gonna say like the gold ore. I mean, that's really not a terrible drop either. It just comes down to here we go. It just comes down to how much of a like how many inventory spaces do you have to work with. The next time I come back, I'm gonna have plenty of room for any of the noted stuff. But for now, I'm just kind of working with what I've got. But really, we're still doing pretty well, though. It seems like we've gotten a balance of steel and mithril bars, 60 of each. Not too bad. Actually, dare I say that, and then we get more steel bars. I was kind of fortunate where they were both gold ore, so I thought I might as well just pick them up, you know. That would have been a great one to get a mall on. We two hit that. I think we two hit that one. We're going at a pretty good pace, though. I feel like. Again, I'm not even using the defender. Getting a little bit of lag. Just noticing that now. Maybe it's the server, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you'll get, it seems like you'll get a fair amount of death runes too. And there's always that stubborn one that's just really tanky for whatever reason. Things were going so well too. Yeah, so next time we come here, I'm going to bring the Dragon Defender, and we are going to also make sure to bring, at the very least, Nature Runes, and then just cast High Alch on all the rune stuff we get. You'll be able to really stay here indefinitely, whereas, like, for me, based on inventory, I mean, we're going to complete the task regardless, it looks like, because I still have 1 free space to go, 14 more to KO, and we've got enough stackable items that are distinct where I feel like we are covering a lot of bases here. And some of these aren't worth picking up, so it's really not a wash, you know. The rate at which I'm using prayer plus the rate at which we're getting drops just seems to be relatively, we're in a good spot, I feel like. Now, if we had high alch these, I mean, we could have theoretically picked up the other runes, like the death runes, the fire runes. Not that the fire runes they're valuable per se, but I mean, you do get a fair quantity though every time. I mean, you can, you know. So we've got 9 more to go. It's not looking likely that we'll get them all, but you never know. So we will just try a little bit more here. And if it happens, great. It'd be definitely cool for the stream, but we do have one more gargoyle task to go. I think I need to go back to the Slayer Master to reset it, though. Just because I don't think it's going to switch to it automatically. It would be nice if it did, though, because then we would just go back to back with them. And I wouldn't have to go back to... I mean, you could use the contact NPC spell, I guess, too. But if you want to go manually back, I mean, you know, we would get the next task, and then it would say, like, Hellhounds or something. You could just swap your task at that point. Hey, what's going on, Red? How you doing? Welcome. We are wrapping up a gargoyle task. Kind of nice to get the task because I actually haven't fought them yet with this character. So just in time to catch some of the battles. I'm not going to... I was kind of thinking if I should use the last dose here of the divine potion, but I mean, we've only got 2 more to fight. You know? So I'm not gonna... I mean, I'm just gonna keep battling here. We've got 1 more to go. And we might get lucky and not have to use any more prayer either. Hey, we did it! Alright. Let's, well, it does say return to a Slayer Master. Okay. Well, Just remember, if you do have back-to-back tasks like that, I guess you do have to contact them again just to get your assignment. But then you can switch it if you need to. So we're just gonna bank here real quick. I am curious just to see what my assignment's gonna be. We got 105 steel bars. That was interesting. The value of that was 66K. So not too bad, right? We're just gonna put this key away for now. Really, I'm just gonna be depositing all this stuff anyway. So don't mind me. I'm just gonna deposit this stuff. And I hold on to the chaos runes because for convenience, I don't really sell them. I mean, you can. I kind of hang on to them. Like some runes I don't sell just because I do use them for various, spells. Okay, so let's find out what we're going to get for the next task. Let's see if it's a good one. Isn't that funny? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to get Hellhounds. I think I called it, right, chat? Hey, we got Hellhounds. So what we would do for so I'm gonna just set this up for tomorrow, right? What we do is just go to rewards and then under task, you can see that we have gargoyles here in reserve. I'm gonna hit swap task, and then that's going to make the gargoyles my main. So that is gonna be where we leave off with today's streams. Again, I was streaming earlier, but this was good. I'm glad I got back on to kind of go with part 2. Again, like I said earlier, thanks everyone for stopping by and for watching today's OSRS live stream with Slayer. That was fun, and it was good to do this, and good to see all of you in the chat. Feel free to like the video and to subscribe to my channel for any future streams. You can check those out, and we'll be back throughout the week, and it would be good to see all of you back, and we will catch you all next time. And thanks so much for the like there at the end. I do see that and appreciate that. Thank you. And yeah, we will try to get 89 strength tomorrow, and we'll continue on with the series. Thanks everybody, and peace.